Let me say welcome to one and all. Those of you listening via Classic Radio 105.5, 105.9, good morning to you. Those of you viewing GBN TV, Channel 7, Channel 11, Channels 20, good morning to you also. What about those of you via social media platforms? Facebook page, YouTube channel, GBN's webpage. Welcome to this edition of To The Point today, Wednesday, the 24th day of April, 2024. Yeah, the 24th date within the year 2024. Good morning. Once again, I'm your host, GT, and certainly hope all is well with everyone this morning, both listeners, viewers, wherever you're at. Certainly hope that you're doing A-OK this morning. And, on Wednesdays is usually an open line edition. It is usually a day of the week that we do entertain government departments, may it be, of course, government ministers, institutions relating to government here on To The Point. We don't have anyone representing this morning. And so, folks, we're going to, of course, dive into an open line. And in this segment, we want to keep it a wee bit on, of course, to hear your thoughts from you, our listeners, viewers out there this morning. Let's get your thoughts on the process of this administration thus far. It's just under 2 years now they've been in office. Let's hear from you. You probably want to, if you had to do, or maybe suggest a rating of government in the last couple of months from the time that they came into government to present, and say we have a 1 to 5, between 1 and 5, and if you suggest, hey, 1. It's been very poor in terms of the administration performance thus far. And you say 5, excellent. You probably could give me a reason or reasons why you rate them in that particular way. And so it's an open line, as I suggest. And I beg of you to keep your contributions, of course, a minimum in terms of what you have to say. Let's have as much callers as possible participating, please, I beg of you. And let's stay on the topic. So once again, let's get your views on government's performance thus far, the process that they've been through thus far. How do you feel about it so far? How do you rate them between 1 and 5? If you say I rate them 1, which means you rate them very poor, I rate them 5. That's mean excellent. And why are you rating them in that particular way? So it's an open line process, and I beg of you, let's keep on the subject matter that I, of course, suggested. All right? Let's go to the phone line. Take our first caller. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, GT. Just one thing. If you're asking for people to respond to a specific thing, then it can't be an open line. So
well, it is an open. Why can't it be an open line? The line is open.
No, because then you're asking people to comment on the.
But the line is open, sir. But the line is open, sir, for you to call in.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that...
it's just that I'm not suggesting that you call and speak about anything that you like to speak about,
okay,
but it is an open line.
I would prefer to observe what is happening in the last few days in terms of the fact that while the world celebrated or reflected on Earth Day, we in Grenada did almost absolutely nothing. I mean, there's some little bit of activity that was done on Sunday and
so
Saturday.
you're suggesting that you not want to speak about anything in terms of the government's performance, and of course, in the almost 2 years they have been in government. You don't want to speak about that.
But I would prefer, because I think we need to...
maybe you could get your thoughts together and let's entertain another caller. And while you get your thoughts together, and then we do come back to you. What do you think? All right. Have a good morning.
Okay.
435-2041. 435-2041. The lines are open to you, folks, and of course, in terms of my suggestion this morning, let's talk about the government's performance thus far, the process of the administration, how they have gone thus far, and just under 2 years in office. Let's hear from you, our loyal listeners and viewers this morning. Let's entertain another caller. Caller, good morning, you're welcome.
Good morning, GT. How are you?
Doing pretty well.
Great direction this morning. GT, the issue here is that you could only constructively make a contribution if you know or you have the mechanism to measure what the subject matter.
So you're suggesting that you don't? Or individuals
No, what
don't?
I'm suggesting is that we don't just open our mouths and just brag. The issue here is a very, very important subject matter you raised this morning. The question is, as Grenadians, do we know Grenada and what it takes to take Grenada forward in the 21st century and beyond? When we have that platform in our thoughts and minds established, then the comments we make would be constructive. It will be taking the nation forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you also. That's the caller via WhatsApp. Good morning. Let's hear your contribution, please. Good morning to you.
Yes, GT, my contribution this morning, I does only contribute based on facts. And listening to the news last night, I can't remember the economist's name, but I think he under the OECS Central Bank. I can't remember his name, but he was making reference to the Fiscal Responsibility Act and the economy and all.
Caller, I've lost you there for some reason or the other. I'm not sure why. We have lost that caller.
Right.
Okay, let's get back. I may have lost you there for a wee bit.
Oh, yes. I was making a reference to, I can't remember the economist's name, but he under the central bank in the OECS. It was on the newscast last night. And he made reference that the economy in Grenada has grown in 2023, especially in the tourism industry and other aspects he pointed out. And he said that if they continue on that path, there will be a growth in the economy. And he pointed out the construction industry growth has taken place, tourism, but there was a little lapse in agriculture, he said, but maybe there can be some more improvement. And then he pointed out to...
We're losing that caller there from time to time. I'm not sure reason why in terms of he keep reconnecting.
I'm there. Yes, I'm very happy that he pointed out education. And one of the things I think that was being very important by this administration is the waiving of the tuition fee for the students in college and the school in Goa over there. What's its name again? Nulo.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a very good thing because you see, making education accessible to people, you must develop your economy. The more people are educated, the more you will see an economy in a country grow. You will see more development and things of that sort. The aspect of health, yes, I think they are striving there, but I think they could get faster and more injection in a progressive manner in the health aspect of things. There are some little areas, the agriculture, I would like to see a faster takeoff. But all in all, in terms of the performance, I think is good. The performance, you must have peace in a country and no unrest. And you can see in negotiation with unions and things of that, you get faster settlement and things of that sort. People what negotiate.
Yes, Colin, you may be having some internet problems some way or the other with your line this morning, because we seem to be losing from time. So, Colin, before finally, before you continue on the other trend, because I was trying to keep the conversation, of course, minimal as much as possible in terms of what do you contribute. If you were to offer a rating to government between 1 and 5, and I suggested 1, you suggest them as being poor. 5, if you rate them at high as 5, it should be excellent. And give us a reason for that rating between 1 and 5, if you can, please, from your personal perspective on that.
Right. Now, you ask within a 2-year period.
Yes. If you have to offer a rating.
2-year period, based on implementation and putting things in place, I give them a 4 rating because it's at a 2-year period, not an entire term.
Okay.
So I rate them at that, and I said, based on the economists from the central bank last night in his report, and the FRAC, Fiscal Responsibility Act, he said there was a major growth in the economy in 2023. And it means that that is very good. And in the tourism industry and other aspects. So I read them 4 in that area. There can be some room for improvement, but they need to ensure that stick to whatever is promised. And if they have challenges, at least they must come forward and be more fast with information to the public. There is sometimes delay
All right.
as to the
right.
PR aspect of things.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Thank you so much
Yes.
for your contribution this morning. 435-2041. You could call me direct or you could call me via the WhatsApp. We do have another caller via WhatsApp. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning. You're welcome. Let's hear your contribution, please, in terms of the direction our conversation goes this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I did hear listening. I listened to this program.
Seem to be having issues in terms of callers via the WhatsApp this morning. Let's entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning. How are you doing?
Not too bad at all.
Interesting topic this morning. Now, how do you measure that? You must be able to compare with something. So if I became the boss of a job and the first boss was fired and I came in charge, it would be something that they'll be able to measure. So the workers would have to see changes that I have made or things that I've done to improve the situation. So what has happened since this new government came in? All the programs that were criticized and condemned, are there new programs? Are there improvement to the programs? And basic economics, basic principles of business. Are we seeing spending power in the country? Are the people on the ground, we don't have to use big words and big terms, are the people on the ground saying that money is circulating, they are able to spend, they are able to get more money? If we do a survey, or if you, as part of the media, go around and interview and ask people, you will see that the answer is no. More shops are being built. Why? People are looking for means. They are breaking down places on the side of the road, but people are trying to hustle. So when you see more people hustling, it tells you that money is not circulating, money is not coming in. And this is how, or one means in which you can measure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. I was going to ask the caller if he could give me, of course, his personal ratings, of course, between 1 and 5, but he happened to have left already. 435-2041, open line edition up to the point this morning. And, of course, you know, it's on Wednesdays we do entertain government departments, maybe a minister of government or other institution within government. This morning we are opening the lines this morning to get your thoughts from you, all loyal listeners and viewers, on your thoughts on the progress of the administration thus far. Just under 2 years, they've been in, of course, been in the reign. And let's hear from you this morning. How do you feel about, of course, the government in terms of how they've been going along thus far? Let's go to a caller. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, GT, good morning.
Good morning to you.
I did here and I'm feeling sorry for you.
You're feeling sorry for me for
because
what?
Of the know the call. Yeah, because the callers are calling in. You put the cat on the table, but they gone all the way out of it. All the way out of it.
So let's hear how you feel. How would you like to? Caller, listen for a sec. I have posted the information that I said a while ago. Let's hear your perspective instead of worrying about what the others think and stuff like that. Let's hear how you feel about the government.
Hold on. I didn't gather that yet because I was just there and I'm like, wow, that's how we people listen things. You know, that the question that posed, they can't answer to it, right? I will call back with my reply on that.
All right, have a good one. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Yes, good morning, GT. I just wanted to call in to bring a little bit of clarity to your subject matter this morning. The subject matter which you referred to was shared with your management, and it was intentional. It's not that there isn't a government representative this morning. It was intentional by the government to allow the general public to express themselves with respect to the subject that you have alluded to. So I just wanted to bring clarity to the matter that the public has been offered this opportunity this morning, not because a representative from government was not available. It is simply because they wanted to give the public that opportunity to voice their approval or disapproval with respect to their just under 2 years in office. So I just thought of bringing clarity to that matter. But thank you for
Have a good
your
morning,
presentation.
Sir. Thank you, Sufa. Have a good morning yourself. 435-2041, 435-2041. The lines are open. And let's entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome. Caller, so sorry, but we're not able to entertain your call. And once again, if you're going to be calling this station, please, whatever device you may have running in the background, whether it's the radio, the television, when you decide to call, turn it off completely. We can have the conversation via the telephone. All right? Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning. Good morning, to you.
Sir.
Good morning to you.
Sir.
How are you this morning?
Very calm this morning, sir.
All right.
Yes, my device is well done before I called you.
All right.
Right. A lady called in a few weeks ago and was complaining. She has a small business. She was complaining that every time she buys turkey, the price goes up by $10. Now, these products are coming from the United Kingdom.
Caller, I guess you heard the direction our conversation is going this morning, right? I guess you may have listened when we started the program. But I'm just trying to get the direction where you're leading to from how you started.
I'm heading to you. I'm heading to your direction.
Okay, let's hear.
Yeah. So she complained. So these products are coming from the United Kingdom, and I normally purchase products from the Kingdom. Now, what I'm saying is that products coming from the United Kingdom, the prices have dropped tremendously, and we are purchasing these same products in Grenada, and the prices are going up. So I'm calling on the Minister of Trade and Consumer Affairs to get a cap on this, because this is amounting to price gouging. We had that during COVID, and it is occurring again. And nothing is being said, but the people in the country are suffering. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much also. Let's entertain another caller via the WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. You're welcome. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning.
Good morning, GT.
I'm doing well. How are you this morning? Good morning. Let's hear your contribution, please, in terms of the subject matter that we tend to discuss this morning. Let's hear your contribution towards it. Caller, are you there? Somehow they seem like the WhatsApp is giving a wee bit of an issue this morning. I'm not sure if it's the internet problem with that flows with it. Let's entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, GT.
How are you this morning?
Not too bad.
All right.
Well, I called to read the government. 10.
I suggested between 1 and 5. If give me between 1 and 5. 4. Let's keep it on of course on the subject matter, please. Between 1 and 5.
4. They're striving well, and I'm happy to see that, and they're making a lot of progress.
All right. And what's your and basically that's it.
Basically, you see, free to church and free for Nulo. The college is free, and they're doing a lot of work and things like that. And they read the thing last night very well to see in Grenada making progress.
All right.
So I'm happy to see that, and they have a lot more in store, and I hope they continue the rate they're going.
Thank you so much, caller. Have a good morning yourself.
You have a blessed day.
All right, thank you so much. Folks, we drew for a break. Let's take it, and we'll come back, folks. And I beg when we come back, folks, once again, let's get your thoughts, of course, on government's progress thus far, in terms of just under 2 years. How do you feel about the progress that they have made thus far? I also offer you the option of making a rating of government performance between 1 and 5. If you're going to rate them 1, which means that they are performing very poorly. If you suggest 5, well, tell us that's excellent. What's the reason for that? We'll be right back after the break, folks. Stay with us here on To The Point.
On Saturday, May 4th, there will be a shift on the island as the biggest grilling fest in Grenada moves to the big parish. The Maggie King of the Grill competition is at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Come taste the most sumptuous creations from the grill as top chefs and food enthusiasts showcase their culinary skills. Maggie King of the Grill is a festival like no other with live soca music, fun attractions, and games for the entire family. Then from 6 p.m., get a chance to win up to $5,000 cash in bingo. Interested vendors and grillers should call 456-3454 to register. It's the Maggie King of the Grill competition at Progress Park St. Andrew. Gates open from 12 noon. Bring your appetite and stay tuned to this station for more details.
It's the Maggie King of the Grill 2024. Powered by Maggie, the secret to great cooking. Rubis, the official fuel of King of the Grill. Hunt's, the official barbecue sauce of King of the Grill. Grenada Paper Products. Independence Agencies. Agents for Swiss Products. Grenada Bottling Company. Clark's Coats Cameron Spiced Liqueur. Bryden and Miners. And Waggity Rentals.
Kiriko Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th. Coming together to preserve and showcase our culture is who we are. Friday the 26th, Belmont at the Chapel. Early morning libation, 3 p.m. Saraka, 7 p.m. the official opening ceremony and cultural evening. Saturday from 10 a.m. Hillsborough Square. It's Strings in the City. Then at 8 p.m. we move to the Botanical Gardens for Cultural Explosion with local and regional performances featuring Touch, the band. Admission $60. Then on Sunday, it's the grand finale, Paradise Beach. From 12 noon, musical entertainment. And from 4 p.m., Paradise Beach Fest, cultural entertainment and live music. Admission $20. Come and learn to dance the quadrille and big drum on Paradise Beach every Sunday after the launch until the festival ends. Kiriko Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th.
It's the 6th annual Masters of Calypso. Sunday, May 12th, Mother's Day at Quarantine Point. Featuring Rootsman Kelly, Sour Serpent, Ajamo, Chaps, Squeezy, and Super Flying Flynn from Trinidad. Johnny King and Sugar Aloes from Barbados. The Mighty Gabby and Red Plastic Bag. And just for you mothers from Jamaica, Eric Donaldson. Early bird tickets $60, $70 after. More at the door. Limited VIP tickets available at $350. Free shuttle service to and from the venue. Showtime 6 p.m.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, once again to the point here on Classic Radio GBN TV. And welcome, folks. And I did throw the information this a while ago before we wrapped up. And just for information's sake, for our conversation this morning. And we asked you, the general public, give us your thoughts on the progress of this administration so far. You know, just under 2 years. Let's hear from you. How do you feel in terms of what rating would you have given them, or you intend to give them, I should say, for just being under 2 years in terms of their performance and so forth? As I mentioned, you give them a 1, which means it's poor. You give them 5, I mean, that is excellent. And give us the reasons why you rate them in that particular way. Let's take our next caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, my contribution is to give the government half in a deal.
Caller, before you continue, for some reason, I'm getting a feedback from you. If it's a radio, the television, whatever device, turn it off completely, please, sir, before you continue. I'll give you just a couple seconds to have that taken care of.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, go right ahead.
Right. You know, a good leader is one that leads by wisdom. Theory is the acknowledgement and understanding of a man when he learns it and he compiles information in a book, and somebody learns it. Wisdom is a gift from God, right? And a good leader leads by wisdom. And I give the ratings as half and a 0, because when you look at the situation with the death of the people, the white people, and the way they handle it, I mean, at that level. And the issue where they want to kind of censor the media or tell them to send the questions actually what they want to ask before they come on the radio or TV or whatever. All these issues and them. When you put everything together, there's something is not adding up. You know, they lead like, you know, young children, they had a fantasy from when they were small, and they want everything to play out. So they're living a fairy. They're like they're operating like a fairy tale government. They're doing things like, this is from my childhood, and I get the opportunity to make it happen. So I'm going to do this, and the people might be excited and accept it and see it's good. But in this time, as a past caller said, plenty stalls are up. Money is not circulating. The people is joking the prices. Where is price control? Right? There's places where meat is supposed to sell for $10, they sell it for $14, and all these kind of things. Who is checking the healthcare service? Who is checking for accountability and all these kind of things? When we lead by example. I can't see the example.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 435-2041, that's a number. You can also have the option of calling in via the WhatsApp. I mean, I have a little bit of an issue with the WhatsApp, so for some reason or the other, but I'm not sure if the problem is on our end. Unless we can still try calling in via the WhatsApp and we see if everybody's having a problem. Maybe we know there is. Caller, once again, good morning. Let's hear, of course, your contribution this morning. Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning. It seems that there's no one there. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number to call in, folks, if you do want to contribute to today's program. As I mentioned this morning, folks, let's hear your thoughts on, of course, or share your thoughts on government or the progress of the administration thus far. It's just under 2 years since the administration have taken the lead. And, of course, let's hear, of course, your rating if you want to rate them between 1 and 5. Just as simple as that. And if you decide, I'm going to rate them 1. 1 being, poor, 5 means excellent. And give us a reason or reasons why your rating is in that level. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, JT.
How are you this morning?
I'm all right. Giving them a 4.
A 4.
And the reason for that, JT, in your country, when you could ease up stress from your people back, that's a growth. Do you remember your engine, that is education? We had walk the rule, was a break on education. They come in and make smooth running. That the teachers to teach the children, to help your children, they had walk the rule, money reduct. They come and they pay out back the teacher the money. The pension, old people walk this country since you're young, you get old and you're home grieving and you have $75 million in the treasury and the poor people crying out for that. They come and they fix that problem. That's a good. So this is the reason why I give them a 4.
Thank you, caller.
Really trying.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Let's take another caller via WhatsApp. Caller via WhatsApp, good morning. Let's hear your contribution, please. Go right ahead.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
I'm not calling about with the government.
Well, if you're not calling in relation to that caller, we will not be able to entertain your call on that level this morning. We keep it on that particular conversation. 435-2041. Let's go to another caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
If there is any growth in the economy, it's not because of this government. This government has no program that is started. It is because of what was done before they realizing that growth. And I would rate them 1. They don't do anything at all. Nothing at all these people have done. All what they are doing is things that they see there, they tie up the ends now. That has nothing to do with them. What has they done to cause the tourism industry to grow? If I hear that, then I would say yes, I will give them 2. But they have not done anything. All they're doing is to tie up ends. All that was in the pipeline, fix things. They don't have no initiative of their own, no program of their own, no wisdom of their own. I'll give them 1.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Caller via WhatsApp, good morning. You're welcome. Good morning to you, caller via WhatsApp. Good morning. I am not sure what's happening, but seem to be having a little bit of an issue with the WhatsApp calls this morning. Caller, good morning. You're welcome. Caller, good morning. And that caller do have... Good morning to you. How are you this morning?
Hello?
Yes, good morning to you, caller.
Good morning, yes.
Would you mind, caller, I've said it before, the device that is playing in the background, please turn it completely off, please. And let's entertain another call. Sometimes it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but let's entertain another caller. Caller via WhatsApp, good morning. Let's see if we could get through this caller via WhatsApp. Caller via WhatsApp, good morning. I'm not sure what's happening this morning with our WhatsApp connection this morning. and seem to be having some issues with the WhatsApp. Let's entertain another caller. We may have lost that. 435-2041. 435. I'm not sure what's happening. Lost that caller there again. I'm not sure if it's me that is touching the switch a little bit too quick this morning for some reason or the other. Let's try this again. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Hello, good morning, GT.
How are you this morning, sir?
Boy, hot. 91 degrees.
Well,
listen, after listening to, I think yesterday, the economic performance of the government, they seem to have the KPIs spot on, the key performance indicators on the economy. They seem to have that spot on. Inflation, I think, suffering from external shocks, but increased revenue, debt to GDP ratio, they have that down pack. They have made some initial administrative missteps, and I think that was expected, but overall, I'll rate them 3.75. They are doing a very good job. The future looks right. And in terms of, for example, February, that initiative with the celebration for 50 years, tourism went up by 43%. I think such a rate has been unprecedented. And prior to February, in January, tourism increased by 29%. I think they are doing a good job. There is some, like I say, a little inexperienced missteps, but the future, and I think that's what is important, the future seems to be looking rather rosy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much for your contribution this morning. 435-2041. Caller via WhatsApp. Let me see if that problem is rectified. Let's try this caller via WhatsApp and see if, of course, we'll get through it this morning. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to rate the present government with a 4.5.
Yes.
There's always room for improvement, so I give them the 0.5 to improve themselves. They are striving to do their best. Education, sports, tourism is excellent. Agriculture needs a lot of help. Transparency is active and well, and that's the way it should be. I want to talk to the lady that just called in and said that they're not doing anything, they're just hanging on and doing things that were already, they're just tying up loose ends. That is what the government should be doing. Tying up loose ends when they come in, not just basically just, starting new projects and leaving the other old projects sitting there. They are doing the right thing. If she doesn't understand that is what's supposed to happen, that's her problem. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Hi, good morning. It's one thing to pull out a number from the sky, but it's another thing to look at all the different facets of governance and rate them individually and come up with a reasonable score. And so I've looked at a number of aspects of the government's performance, and I've come up with a 3.8. They still have a lot to do, and their communication, I think, has to improve significantly so that people will understand a lot more what is happening. But in terms of, I would say, when you consider the mass, the really decimated public service structure that they inherited, public service was totally emasculated, and they now have to try to rebuild that and also fight with the problem of some of the old loyalists who we know are trying to sabotage and frustrate. So in spite of all that, we're seeing progress. If you drive on our roads, they have done an excellent job doing the potholes. It's a dry season still, but they're doing an excellent job. If you look at the general people's feeling of the country, especially after the independence celebrations, people are much more positive. People are much more proud of our country. And to me, this is an important role of those in authority. Economically, again, there are a number of things they did. They paid the pensions, they have done the bi-monthly salaries, they have gone to minimum wage, and many other things the very experienced government were afraid to touch. They have actually touched them, and touched them successfully without creating any major fallout. So I think in some of those areas there are bottlenecks, There are bottlenecks still that they have to get through. But generally speaking, agriculture, we're hearing a lot of small things, but I think we need to have a much bigger, more coordinated structured approach to revamping agriculture. But it's not an easy thing to turn around. Health, we know there is a lot of challenge there. It's not easy to turn that boat around either. But generally speaking, for less than 2 years, I think we have to take our hats off to these young men and women, for the effort they have made and the things they have tackled. And I would, as I said, I was going to give them a 4, but let's say 3.8. There is more to be done, but we cannot just pull a figure and say, oh, give them a 1, give them a 2. When you look at all the components, I think they have tried and tried well. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning. You're welcome. Let's hear your contribution this morning.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, that's a nice discussion.
Seem to be having that problem with the WhatsApp for some reason or the other this morning. Let's take a caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, JT.
Good morning to you.
Considering how inexperienced these guys were coming together, I believe that they have done an excellent job thus far. And so many times people talk about, what is being done by the previous administration. But if government is continuous, then it is the best thing to do to continue the project that really makes sense. Monies have been spent, invested in doing so much research and to get plans going. If it is for the good of the country, the best thing to do is to continue along this path. And I believe that they are doing a wonderful job. So I would give them a 4 grade out of 5.
Thank you, caller. You too. Have
you.
a good day yourself. Folks, we drew for a break. Let's take we come back with much more in the next segment. Stay with us, folks. Don't touch it down.
Mark your calendars, football fanatics. The GFA is turning 100 this year, and we're ready to celebrate. It's GFA's Legends Weekend, a 3-day extravaganza, kicking off on Friday, May 3rd, and running all the way till Sunday, May 5th. Witness history in the making. The Caribbean taking on the world in a clash of legendary international footballers on Sunday, May 5th at the electrifying Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Get ready to roar with the crowd as iconic legends like Emmanuel Adebayor, El Haj Diouf, Alex Song, Michael Essien, Luis El Matador Hernandez, Shaka Hislop, Asamoah Gyan, Ricardo Bibi Gardner, Russell Latapi, Shallery Joseph, Jason Roberts, Dexter Daps, and a whole host of superstars light up the pitch. From breathtaking goals to unforgettable memories, GFA's Legends Weekend promises an epic celebration of football you won't want to miss. Keep your eyes peeled on GFA's social media for the full squad reveal. GFA's Legend Weekend. Be there.
In honor of the Grenada 50th Independence, the Royal Grenada Police Force Band presents the 2nd annual Mother's Night Out. Mother's Night Out. The concerts all going down on Sunday, May 12th from 5 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Featuring live from TNT. It's crazy.
Time to come. America will have a black president.
John King.
How many more?
June Lodge. Together with the Hitman Inspector, Valine Ned, Samantha Dixon, Alex Phillip, Shane, Innocent, General PP, Kareem, Alexis, Ron Barry, the African Man, and much more. Dress code elegant. It's Mother's Night Out, the Grenada Trade Center from 5 p.m. on Sunday, May 12th. Lots of giveaways and prizes to be won. Champagne and roses on entry. You don't want to miss this amazing experience for mothers. Your tickets only $70 and are available from Kittens Pharmacy in Grand Dance and Grenville, Grenadian Optical, the Police Band House, Police Canteen. Make this a date for mothers.
Coming up by bus, jeep and boat, you will enjoy a front row seat to breathtaking Trinidad and Tobago attractions. Antigua's biggest resort definitely delivers the goods. Cricket, crop over, a busy summer of top events in Barbados is on the horizon. From panorama to parade of bands, this steel band is making an impact on all fronts. It's all next on this station.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, to The Point here, Classic Radio, GBN TV. And we have it's sort of an open line, of course, this morning where we're discussing the administration, of course, the current administration being in office just under 2 years, folks. Let's say your take in terms of what have been done thus far, the progress of the particular progress of this administration. I also ask that you probably could give them a rating. Some folks have been giving them their ratings and, of course, contributing to the reasons why they give them that particular ratings. And so the lines are open for you to do that this morning. Let's grab a comment. This one from the WhatsApp is saying, this individual via WhatsApp is saying, I'm giving them 5. And I have seen, and the reason for her giving that 5 is, yes, it's a her, I would say. And the reason for her giving that 5 is a lots of things I see they are doing, increasing salary, free education, roads in the south, and the list goes on. Her reason or reasons for giving them a 5. Let's take another caller. We lost that caller there, 435-2041, 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line once again. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Yeah, morning. I give them a 5. Cap. 5.
Your reasons for that, sir?
Everybody's doing a good job, man. Pension, all that is taking care of people, man.
All right, great. Thank you so much. Have a good morning. 435-2041. And I do see another contribution via the WhatsApp, and this individual is saying, GT, the progressive government have been a beacon of positive vibe and futuristic ideas. We simply have to be patient to see the result. And the individual is saying up. Let's take another caller. Good morning to you, caller. You're welcome. And
I give them a 5.
You give them a 5. Your reasons or reasons?
They're done tremendously for the short time that they're in government, and they are young government. I think they're doing very well. I'm extremely happy and proud of my country since they came in to start running in Grenada at this time.
Thank you so much. Have a good morning. 435-2041, 435. Let's see if we can try that WhatsApp once again, and hopefully it works better this time around. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Hi, thank you very much, man. Indeed, you know. But I'm here, I'm suffering with a disability. I'm not a disabled person, but I'm suffering with a disability. But I want to give the government about a 4.5 because I've seen a lot of things done. I mean, as a farmer, agriculture, yeah, they have failed there. They talk a lot, but they have failed there because presently I still can't function in my lands as I would really like to. I mean, in this time with all the wars, fighting and whatnot, it's not food and whatnot, and the road to go there, that's where I have the problem, you know? So right. I give them a 4.5 still for the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. 435-2041, 435. And another comment, I will have to go to the Facebook. I haven't logged into the Facebook as yet. I will do that shortly. I'm assuming there are loads of comments via there. Let's take this comment via WhatsApp. Once again, this individual is saying... sort of lost the comment there for some reason. Caller, good morning. You're welcome. Via the WhatsApp. Good morning. Let's see if this works better.
This morning.
I'm doing fine. Go right ahead, please.
I am say second or third or fourth accommodate the young ministers. I find they're doing all right, pretty all right. So I give them a 5.5 because we have to remember things don't happen just like that, and things don't fall from the sky. And it's bit by bit. God did not take.
Let's take another caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Hello?
Caller?
Yes. I think they're doing a good job in some extent, but I think power went to some of their heads, and they are not concentrating on what they need to do. So I think the Prime Minister needs to remember humility and transparency is what he promised when he take his oath. He needs to remember the humility part and the transparency part. Lacret in the Ministry of Health it is not about dressing up in suits and looking good. Do your job and fix the Ministry of Health. Andy Williams is doing a good job, but some of them need to brush up. The one who say he going back to school, if he know he was going to school, he should not have run because he misled the people who voted for him. But tell them to go ahead. They have a few more years there to show us what they could do. Humility, transparency, and honesty. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning. You're welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, and how are you this morning?
I'm good, thank you, GT, and you?
Doing great.
I'm giving them a 1. I'm giving them a 1.
And your reasons for that?
They don't communicate with the public enough. They just do things, they say what they want, and it's that.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Yeah, GT, bear in mind all these concerns around the world and so on, and also what the government inherits. You must put those things in context. The fact that the Prime Minister have turned out to be the third most preferred leader in the Caribbean after the President of Guyana and Barbados, the Prime Minister of Barbados, shows something is happening here. Additionally, you have situations where certain things that could have led us into more difficulty, like the Corona Bay issue where that was settled. To me, that was outstanding. Whereas when you look at what happened with WRB, with Glen, where we were forced to buy back the company, all of these things, and all the other things that people mention, you cannot help but admire these people. And even though you, like me, I don't agree with a whole set of things that they do, but the spirit in which they do things is commendable. And one of your callers said earlier about any government that can reduce the level of stress is a form of growth. And in fact, when the previous government or the period, they induced fear, stress, everything. My only disappointment with this government is that one of the disappointment is that they have not reined in on the looters and the wrongdoers in the past. I'm very disappointed with that. But generally, I'll give them, as most people are for. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you also. 435-2041. We have approximately 12 minutes left on today's program. It's an open line this morning, folks. And the reason for the line this morning is that we want to get your perspective, your thoughts on, the progress of the administration thus far. It's just under 2 years. Let us hear from you. Let us hear from you what you think. If you're going to give them a rating between 1 and 5, if you say I'm rating them 1, which means that they are being, whatever they're doing is poor. If you rate them 5, it means that whatever they're doing is excellent. And give us a reason or reasons why you rate them in the way that you're rating them this morning. Let's try the WhatsApp once again. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning. I got cut off. I'm saying that I find they're doing pretty all right. Just have to keep praying for them, that God could inspire them, that they can do much better than before.
All right, caller, thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Have a good one. Let's see if we can entertain another caller via the WhatsApp. Caller via WhatsApp, good morning. Let's hear from you.
Morning.
Yes.
Well, I think the government is doing fine so far, but I wouldn't say what they're doing is all based on their policies. They're continuing from where the NDC left out, NNP left out with the tourism. And it's a good thing they're doing. But for me to rate them, as some people saying 5 and all these things, if the campaign they could revive agriculture, and that hasn't happened as yet, but I don't blame them for not reviving agriculture. I listen to some of the callers. The callers have to look at what the international community want from Grenada. Grenada is going to end up a tourist country because agriculture wouldn't be as it used to be 50 years and 30 years. So the government is doing what the NNP was doing. That song, NDC used to complain and say tourism was not good. So I guess they should invest more in tourism. But so far they're doing good. But some of the young people, sometimes they have this attitude about old people are irrelevant, and I think that's nonsense. But I wouldn't grade the government, but I think they're trying. But they got to put down some policies what could bring in something. I hope they don't take the wrong route. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. 435-2041. 435-2041. Open line this morning here on To The Point this morning. We want to get your thoughts on the progress of this administration thus far. If you're going to be offering them a rating between 1 and 5, if you say 1, which means they're performing poor, 5, it's excellent. And give us a reason or reasons why you offer them the rating that you are rating them. Good morning to you, caller via WhatsApp once again. Good morning. Let's hear from you. Good morning. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, GT.
Good morning to you. Let's hear from you.
Hi, good morning. Personally, I'd give...
I sort of lost that caller there once again. Issues with that WhatsApp. Let's go to the regular line. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Well, pleasant morning to your listeners and viewers. I, too, thank the callers for their very high rating generally. I rate the performance of our government 4.5 out of 5. What I want to emphasize is the point made by a caller or two ago about what was inherited. And just to say to the people with respect to agriculture, we inherited a Ministry of Agriculture where out of 12 departments in the ministry, 9 were without a head of department. And in the case of the fisheries department, we literally had a demolished department, as much as probably a secretary existed in that department, and millions in grant programs left abandoned by the previous administration. We are rebuilding that department, and the level of income that derived from a very active Ministry of Fisheries and a Fisheries Department with a NPA program that was bringing in income and revenue was really a major problem. So we are rebuilding a ministry for improved delivery of agriculture projects and programs, and our manifesto clearly sets out some of what we'll be doing there. So whole strain, we are doing the work that is necessary to build back the infrastructure in the Ministry of Agriculture so we can deliver. But overall, I appreciate the results of your polls this morning. Thank you to the callers.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a good morning yourself. Caller via WhatsApp, good morning. You're welcome. Let's hear from you. Caller via WhatsApp, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Like people didn't understand the question you asked, which I'm saying now that you said 2 years. Will they satisfy what they have done under 2 years? To me, 2 years it should be a 5, because 2 years and what I have been have been done and what's going to be done, 2 years is very, very, very excellent for 2 years. You understand? You have people who was in things for all this amount of years, and you didn't see nothing like what is going on right now. So 2 years, like people don't understand. 2 years is very, very, very short. And to see what has been done in 2 years is excellent. You didn't tell them 5 years or 7 years or 10 years. You tell them 2 years. So I see that is excellent. 2 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much also. 435-2041. Just a few more minutes left on today's program. Let's go to the phone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Well, you see, I really can't judge as such, because I think, you see, 2 years is a bit too short, really, to give an actual thing, because when you really look at it, most of the programs and the policies and everything is really from the previous government. They didn't really come with anything new, but the fact is that government is continuous. It's like, for example, people always rate Bishop and say that the airport is his own and so on, but Gary really started it. So what you find happening, and it's happening with all governments, not this one alone, that they always inherit things from the previous. way of the previous governments, and they continue it. And then people say, well, how do you rate them? So I really can't rate at this point in time due to the fact that even the Citizen by Investment program that really bringing in a set of money, that is, if you look at the reports, all these things is from the previous government. So I kind of think it's a bit hard to put a figure to say X, Y, Z based on that, but all we have to do is wish them all the best and wish them to be successful. But to put a grade based on, because of most of the things that you inherited from the previous government, I can't give a thing. But the agriculture thing, let me tell you that the agriculture, to tell you the honest truth, I think it doesn't matter who government come, people still have this thing about importing. They ain't going to want to put their hands in the soil. It's a bad mentality. It doesn't matter who come and who go. Agriculture, I mean, this government might be trying, the other one might be the same, but it's the people mentality. It doesn't matter who government come, agriculture, we hope for the best. So all I can say is that I wish them all the best, but I can't give no reason
Thank you so much.
on the thing that they inherited from the previous government, which is continuous, and that is not a problem. I applaud them for that.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. 4352041. Let's take this comment from someone via the WhatsApp this morning saying, good morning. While the government has been making some strides based on observation, I am very disappointed on their stance towards the youth. There is no new initiative for the young people, and then looking at the composition of the board where it is promised to get youth involved in government, I will rate them at 2. Let's take this caller via WhatsApp. Caller via WhatsApp, good morning. You've been trying a couple of times. Hopefully you get through this time. Let's hear your contribution, please. Go right ahead.
Hi, good morning, GT. I would really like to say that some of them I'm going to give them a 4 because they're doing an excellent job. Some of them I'd give them a 3, but it may not necessarily be because they're not doing a good job. We're just not aware of what they are doing. So given that I realize that a lot of persons from the administration is listening, I'd like to charge them to actually take on a better PR role and actually go back to the communication that they would have had from before the election, such as the town hall, the community town halls, the press conference, and all of those stuff. Start actually going back on some programs and all of those stuff, and let us know what they are actually doing. As with regards to youth, I'd really like to hear the Minister of Youth on a program telling us like what's going on and what is his plans for us moving forward.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Have a great day yourself. Folks, we got 2 minutes left on today's program. We may be able to entertain one more caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, JT.
Good morning to you.
Right. I'm very grateful to see what the government is doing with the continuous program from the past government. Most times we see government come in power, and when they meet things going on, it's steady and lavish. I really love to see that part, what you pick up and giving him a 4. Just for that, I really appreciate. There is a lot of loose ends that they tying up. And most times in the past government, you see when they come, they don't pick up the other government. That's what they were doing. They left it and start fresh program or start fresh things, and this just go down the drain. It's taxpayers' money. So I'm going to give them a 4. It's a thumbs up for them. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you also. Thank you very, very much. And I've been having this individual on hold for a while. Let's see if I can entertain them this morning. I'm assuming they're calling from the UK. Caller, good morning. You're welcome. And make your contribution, please. You will be our final caller this morning. Go right ahead. Caller via WhatsApp. Caller via the WhatsApp. Good morning. And I think for some reason the caller is probably having some issues also. We've been having some issues with the WhatsApp for some reason this morning. I'm not sure if there's a problem with the network or the sort. Anyway, folks, I want to thank all who contributed towards today's program. Thank you so much, and do appreciate, of course, you calling in and expressing, of course, your views towards the contribution in terms of the program this morning. Have yourself a great day, folks. Be good to yourself and others. Join us again for another edition of To The Point. That edition will be tomorrow, once the Almighty permits. Have yourself a good one, folks. That's why I say goodbye.